So it is Friday night, waiting for my sushi to get here. And while I'm waiting, I'm having a Cava. So Cava, this one specifically, typically made from some indigenous Spanish varietals, Macabeo, Chirello, and Pareldo. I always get that one wrong. But I think Macabeo's other synonym is Viura, but I'm not 1,000% sure. They make a lot of Spanish whites out of Viura. Actually, a great aged white is a Viura out of Spain from Heredia Lopez. I've had a few of those, and those are fantastic. So this actually has a vintage on it. 2017 Hubei Comp Reserva de la Familia Brut Nature. So sushi got here while I was talking about it. But anyway, Cava, I believe, Cava is made the same way champagne is, method champenoise, with the fermentation, second fermentation in the bottle. And Brut Nature typically means there's no dosage, so they'll add a little bit, something to top off, and a little bit of sugar for that second fermentation. They don't do anything. So this is actually very bone dry, which I really like. And call it extra sparkly, but I really like this. And this is a very affordable Cava. Cavas are definitely an affordable alternative to champagne or to sparkling wine made in a pretty high quality style. This is sub $20. I think this is $15. This is $16, I think. Really good. Really dry, really crisp. It's got this baked apple thing going. It's really, really good. I really enjoy this. I kind of forget about how much I enjoyed this. I'm starting to, if it's not champagne with that silky mousse and the brioche and the aging, I like those aged whites. Champagne's no exception to that. But this is really good. I had this last night, finishing it up tonight. It's excellent. I highly recommend it. This bottling specifically, if you like high acid, razor sharp, super dry, sparkling Cava, made in the champagne style, but for a great price, $16. So, with that said, I bought a few bottles the other day. I'm just going to go through, not really an unboxing of sorts, but just sort of a shopping trip. So I bought the same one, so I have another one. I should have bought more, but I kind of forgot how much I liked it, so maybe next time I'll keep a few. So I always believe Chianti is a great, high quality, well made Sangiovese based wine. This is Antinori, so great producer, Villa Antinori Chianti Classico. This is a Reserva 2018. I don't know if I've ever had this one's per se, but I think this is about $28, so a little bit higher, slightly higher, but excited to try this. And there's not much to say about Chianti Classico, especially Reserva, where the alcohol's a little bit higher. The grape rules are a little bit different, how much they could pick per hectare. So it adds a little bit more, sometimes a little bit more body, but it's just a slightly higher end, or more. There's more effort put into the vinification of this, both in the vineyard and in the winery. So excited to try that. I don't think I've ever had it. I'd have to check the vino. So, and I think I've had this one before, but Tenuta Parano, another Chianti Classico Reserva. This is 2016, that great vintage. And I'm not sure about the 2018 vintage out of Tuscany, but the Reserva 2016, this is from Frescobaldi. This is great. I'm sure I had this, and it was fantastic. And this is also in that certain price range of about 25-ish, maybe a little bit higher. And, oh, I always buy this. So yeah, this is the 2018 vintage now. I think I've bought them out of their 16s and 17s. Now they're onto the 18s, so of Verdicchio, De Castelli de Jesse, Podium. This is from Garofoli. This is a great Verdicchio. Really great. And it's got a little bit of that aged quality now. This is a little bit younger. I wish it was the 17s or the 16s, which I absolutely loved. Just stainless steel fermentation. There's no oak, but really like this white. I call it a great weekday white. I think it's exceptionally good. Some bottle fell in here. What is this? Mount Etna Red. So Nerello Muscalesi, 2018 Altamar. It's got a few years on it, so that's why I bought this one versus the other one I typically buy. This one's a little bit more money too. This is in the 25s. The other one's more like 20, but I love this wine with pork, with salmon, lighter dishes, something that you would pair Pinot Noir with. I've been gravitating towards these Nerello Muscalesi, these Mount Etna Reds more so than Pinot Noir. It's not that I don't like Pinot Noir, but I believe you have to spend a few more bucks on to get great Pinot Noir, where you do not need to spend a lot of money to get a great Mount Etna Red. Now, to get some of their really amazing ones, it's 50, 60 bucks, but it's it's pales in comparison to what you have to spend in Burgundy, especially to get a Premier Cru or Grand Cru type Pinot Noir. I'm going to explore Pinot Noirs a little bit more. It's interesting. I made some notes today about some of the villages. So Gevrey-Chambertin makes some of the more full-bodied Pinot Noirs. I love Volnay, and I thought they were a little more full-bodied, but they're actually not. They're more finessed, and I absolutely love Volnay Pinot Noirs, and that's in the south. So Côte d'Or's the whole area, Burgundy proper, let's call it. Côte de Nuit is the north part, which is more known for red. Côte de Beaune is the south part, which is less known for red, but there still are great reds down there. But it's typically white Burgundy country in Côte de Beaune, the south of the Côte d'Or. I don't have the map in front of me, but either way. And Pommard, so I was just talking about Volnay, and I do love Volnay. One of my favorite Pinot Noirs is Chateau Marquis d'Angerville from Volnay. Probably my favorite that I've had to date, but 150-ish and upwards dollars for that. Pommard's another region that's supposed to have slightly fuller bodied wines in the Côte de Beaune. So those three regions I already know Volnay. I'm going to get something from Pommard. I'm going to get something from Gevrey-Chambertin. I've had a Gevrey-Chambertin. It was one of my favorite Pinots probably prior to the Volnay, although I had it so long ago. I think it was in 05, which is another great vintage out of Burgundy and the Côte d'Or. So with that said, probably explore a little bit more Pinots, especially as the summer starts rolling in, and see what else I can discover. But always exploring. I'd like to learn a little bit more about the various villages and what kind of expressions of Pinot Noir they bring. And maybe I could get a little bit smarter even on the Burgundy area, which is an area I'm not that great with. And Germany is horrendous with the Pfalz and the Baden. And certain Rieslings out of those areas of Germany are just a little bit more full-bodied, or a little bit crisper, a little bit something different, a little more age-worthy. And I don't have that knowledge in my head. I'd have to kind of re-review it, explore it, and see if I could just sort of memorize some of it. But just to remember when I'm out in the store and I see something. I know if I see Gros Guac, it's like single vineyard Riesling out of Germany. Those are fantastic. Those are not inexpensive though. But when I see that, the GG on a bottle, I know it's a great bottle. And all the ones I've had are fantastic. And I think this, for 25 bucks, is sort of my new bold red weekday wine. If I want a non-large, or I'm combining with like a sauce or meatballs, I'll open a Sangio, one of the Chianti Classicos. But this is Torbreck's from Barossa Valley, so Australia, 2009 Woodcutter's Reserve Shiraz. I've talked about Torbreck before, they go all the way up. This is, I think, their lowest bottling in the $25 range, but it's fantastic. It absolutely punches above its weight, and it's fantastic. So I think I'm always going to keep one of these around. I really enjoy it. I've not explored Australia all that much in recent years, but there's only so much exploration you can do, and you gravitate towards what you like and what you don't like. I think I'm going to forego some of the Carlisle Zinfandels that I've been ordering over year after year after year, order some wines from them, but turn some of that money, take some of that money I was buying Carlisle's, and maybe explore more with maybe Burgundy, maybe with some more Italian whites, Fiano. There's some other whites out there that I still want to explore a little bit more. And just some reds also from Italy. I love Italian wines. I need more Aglianicos in my life. I need more Nebbiolos. I just need to find more of that stuff because I absolutely love it. I really do. So I don't know what I'm going to pair the sushi with, but I'm going to finish this. Sushi's here. I'm going to have some sushi. I do have a few bottles of sake, but I'm probably not going to open that tonight. Probably look for some wine. I mean, I do have a Verdicchio I could open. Now that I have this one, maybe I'll open the other one. We'll see. But I'm going to open something now, pair it with the sushi. Got uni as well, so I do like pairing my uni with something delicious and that complements that uni. So that's it. Have a good night.